money available to them. Now they have over $1 million of donations, close to 1 million signatures. As they can see, the world is watching this. They're being very careful, and I'm glad that the judge now is finally entertaining the parents and allowing, some possibilities to find out if the baby would be suitable for the treatment. I'm saying whatever you can do it. I'm beating that drum, and that's where I stand for. If you listen to the broadcast, that's where I'm at on this thing. There's people that awake from comas 15, 20 years later. Why some die, some don't? It'll be a big mystery to me. I have no idea, and maybe that's something you'll have to ask the man upstairs when you end up you happen to meet him and have that discussion. But anyways, we're praying for Charlie Gard. Bottom line, praying for his recovery, hoping he gets well, hoping his parents get their way to be able to, even if it's a 10% chance, be able to. But just the mere fact now, because it didn't really look good, and it was looking like they were just going to pull the ventilator off, because that's exactly what the hospital wants to do today, is take that baby off life support. It's not breathing on its own, not moving, not doing anything. But a 10% chance is better than 0 chance. And if the American doctors are coming on over there, I pray that a miracle happens. And wouldn't that be amazing? And to offer hope probably for others that are in that position, that are born with these genetic diseases. Why is thousands of babies born perfect, and then there's just a few that come up with these odd, rare genetic disorders? It's very difficult. You can imagine being in the parent's position like that. I mean, all you hope for. If you have a healthy baby or a healthy child, thank your lucky stars for it. But imagine being in the position of Charlie Gard's parents. I just could not imagine the anguish of looking at your child in that position. And all you want is that child to be able to grow up and go to school and get married off and, all those good things. But to have to say goodbye to your child when you just welcomed into the world 11 months into it with these problems, it's a hard one. And it's hard to sometimes let go. And if you're a parent, you understand this. It would be really one of the most difficult things to do. And any parent that I know that knows if they could do something and lend an organ or lend something, a bone or blood or whatever it is, you'll do it. I mean, come on. Well, you know what sacrifice it is to be a parent as it is, blood, sweat, and tears to get that kid in the right direction anyway. And what it takes to be a good parent, okay? Anybody can father a child. But Charlie Gard's got some good parents there. Loving that kid and just wants the best for him. That's the way I see it from a distance. And we got to respect life in this country. And a lot of people don't, unfortunately. They don't treat their children very, very well. They disrespect them. And it's not a surprise because they don't even treat their spouses all that well. And you can learn a lot about an individual on how they treat their wife, in front of people, in the home, and all those things. Maybe it's not perfect, but how you speak to them, how you treat them. Maybe you don't have the best relationship, but when people, harshly use words and bad words and foul language and are mean like that, I just don't say you're better off not living with that person. You're going to treat a person like that, an individual like that. You teach your children in the home those very things. You know what they're going to do? They're going to find people just like you, and they're going to treat other people just as bad. It's not going to be good. Stuntman for The Walking Dead has died after an accident set off the AMC series. Ottawa County Coroner's Office has told the news of the stuntman John Beckner died this past Wednesday of blunt force trauma after the voiceover guy died. Beckner was working on the set of season 8 of The Walking Dead when he fell 20 feet onto the concrete surface. According to Deadline, Beckner was reportedly treated at Atlanta Medical Center, a level 1 trauma center, before his death. Coroner said that he succumbed to his injuries from the fall. This is the second, folks. The second injury. This was on the set, okay? this one guy, but then the second voice guy, this guy just ended up the voiceover guy. Remember that we just talked about that just, on the 10th? Yeah, so weird. On the mid-air, it was a mid-air collision. Basically, he was skydiving at the Southeast Texas Skydiving Center, and he passed away. Randy Shell. And now this guy, stunt diver, second guy from The Walking Dead. I mean, God, that's weird. D. Production stopped. And Randy Shell, best known for his work on the series Fear of the Walking Dead, he died this past Saturday after a midair collision. And then we get this other guy from The Walking Dead, gone, a stunt guy. There's got to be some weird omen stuff going on, man. That's some pretty bizarre stuff, folks. You watch The Walking Dead? Yeah, I mean, there's now, you know how many people now are going to tune into that. It's kind of the weird thing about dead stars. You know, people, they look up, the things that they've done, and then they'll buy all the stuff that they were on. They become much more popular after death. I don't know what it is. It's so weird. I did have an idea, and maybe I should patent this, but now it's gonna go nationwide. And so, program directors, if you have an FM, this would be a great idea. You got to have, you have easy listening, but this one should be something like MOD, Music of Your Death. This is MOD, Music of Your Death. Dead stars all the time, like Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, Frank Sinatra. All these stars are dead, and you can have all dead stars all the time where, they're talking, when they're alive, and all sorts of roll-ins and things like that, but it would just feature just the dead star. There's plenty of them. So, I mean, you wouldn't run out of artists at all. A little Harrison from the Beatles, songs that he just sung. I mean, you could have a field day and just run it. It's like, gosh, we keep their memories alive here on MOD, Music of Your Death. It would just be, I mean, you would have instant sponsorship. It's a brand new format. Every city could have it. I know, and I just gave it away. It's like a $1 billion idea. So anybody can take it. XM, Sirius Radio, Now Clear Channel is probably going to get the idea. I want royalties, but you heard it first here. That's my intellectual property. See, that was my idea. It's on CD, okay? You got to tape this baby. But it is kind of funny, isn't it? But people do. They'll go check it out. You've done it. You'll query the name. You'll find out. There it is. And then you'll start watching the episodes because you never saw it before. And you're like, hey, they were pretty talented. I didn't realize they were all about that. They were all into them. And that's happened to me. Johnny Cash, I'll have to admit, I wasn't a huge fan. But then after he passed away, I went on to iTunes and started downloading some of his music. And I said, wow, this guy is really friggin' talented. I gotta scoop up some of his music here. And I did. For the people, 100% listener supported. If you are not a member, I invite you to become a member so we can get the word out nationwide so more people can be addicted just like you. And it is an addictive program, but it's an addiction for common sense. If you like it, turn it up. We'll be back right after this.
Help you survive this thing called life. We're for the people, for the people, for the people, for the people is there.
It's unlike anything you've ever been through in your life, man. I was driving. This kid threw a grenade at us and went right over our vehicle. It was 12 years old.
The shockwave went through my head, rattled up my brain, and left.
Danger is around you 360 degrees at all times, and you can't unlearn that.
It's impossible to describe the sacrifices these men and women have made to protect our freedoms. And the job of rebuilding their lives is massive and growing every day. Many will need the programs offered by the Wounded Warrior Project for years to come.
I didn't know what PTSD was. All I knew is I was having nightmares. And when I got released, my reintegration was go check in at the VA, man.
My first coping mechanism was use drugs. Just numb it, don't feel anything.
I was angry. I'm trying to pull myself out of that right now.
Your gift today of $19 per month will honor and empower these veterans so they can aid and assist each other.
The Wounded Warrior Project is a life raft.
I can say this without question that I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for it.
Wounded Warrior Project is the first step, getting back out into the world and reforming yourself outside of the service.
Call or go online with a pledge of $19 a month. You'll receive this Wounded Warrior Project blanket, and your gift will provide critically needed programs that rebuild lives.
That was my first feeling of actually being a part of something bigger than myself again.
Well, I lost a few really close friends overseas, and if I quit, I'm going to let them down, and I'm not about to do that.
I'm learning to face my fears head on. To trust and see what happens at the end.
It's a long process, but I had the drive and desire.
Please, call or go online with your gift right now.
Get ready, get set for 123 Ready TV, the brand new app that everyone's talking about for your PC or Android device that allows you access to most every movie or TV show ever made. Sound incredible? Well, it is, because once you pay $19.99, that's all you pay. Just the movies and TV shows you like without the hassle. The internet streams everything already. What 123 Ready does is it finds them, then delivers them directly to you, commercial-free. There's nothing quite like it, and it's available now at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. And before you buy 123 Ready TV, watch the video and see how simple it is to start watching all those movies and TV shows. If you like movies and TV shows, but don't enjoy paying for all of them, no problem. Just pay $19.99 and start enjoying countless titles and entertaining TV better than anyone. Get your 123 Ready TV for $19.99 at forthepeopleshow.com. Just click on the store page. Some things in life need a little attention. Like a plant. If not watered, it begins to turn brown. But if watered properly, its leaves turn green again. Like a plant, For the People needs watering too. Your thoughtfulness provides sustainability for us to grow and reach our full potential. You see, For the People depends on you to broadcast this program to help inform and educate folks so you can make a difference right where you are. Grab your watering can and join us as we endeavor to make a difference in people's lives each and every day. To donate, go to forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Just look for the watering can and water as much as you can. At For the People, our garden is full of opportunities, and planting something allows others to enjoy the benefits. At For the People, our mission is simple. Give you the news that matters with good old-fashioned common sense, mixed with a conservative point of view. Simply log on to our website at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Thanks for your support. We're For the People and online at forthepeopleshow.com. That's our website. You check out our store page and become a member today, and our social media plugins at For the People Show, and that's Facebook, For the People Show, if you'd like to query us there and lock us in, follow us and like us. Do both, follow and like. And then on Twitter, Talk to Keith Allen. Hashtag Talk to Keith Allen. Remember Allen, A-L-A-N. So Talk to Keith Allen to keep up with things. Do you try to eat healthy? I do. I like quinoa, and I like rice cauliflower. You say, what is that? Yeah, it's cauliflower. Yeah, it's cauliflower rice. It's become very, very popular. It's organic. It's a specialty food. And Trader Joe's, they carry this stuff. And a lot of Americans now trying to just eat healthy and be healthy and don't like to spike their glycemic index too much. And that's what happens when some people are kind of eating the mashed potatoes and eating carbs. It'll spike their blood sugar, okay? And so what this cauliflower rice is, kind of keeps it down. It's just healthier for you, all the way around. But with more Americans looking for healthier options in their everyday diet, Trader Joe's locations in Millburn, New Jersey, and Fairfield, Connecticut, and a few others have pretty much initiated a 2-bag per limit, noted Food and Wine magazine. Now, each day, they say hordes of people clamor to get their hands on the grated veggie, and even the nicest looking people, it seems, will do whatever it takes to claim their rightful bag, stated